I lost my shoe.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Oh, no. No, no, no.
All rise, order is the court. It is time for the gray shirt crew to bring you some fine court today.
The grayest of shirts and the greatest of hits, Creed. That's right. Yeah, we got a TPO coming up for you. Hopefully everybody's having a great Tuesday.
Thank you, Kay.
Prettiest girl in the room, Creed.
That's right.
Oh boy. Interesting case today.
All right.
I know they do these, so it's not like I'm oblivious that they do. Sharon Rick, good to see you. That they do these in jail TPOs, like the respondent is locked up, so they'll do a special late day session where they'll bring in the prisoners.
We haven't seen one of those yet, right?
Never ever.
Sweet.
So today we're going to have one where someone's going to be yelling at the ceiling. Judge Dude's going to be doing his best to compose himself, which I'm going to go ahead and spoiler alert, he loses it a little bit during this hearing.
Gosh, we're really getting to know old Judge Edgar tonight.
Yeah, he really is. He's really showing his character. His personality. For a while, I thought he was zero personality, but now he's got one. It's good. I like it. I like it a lot.
Is in the air. Cool.
Air two. Real quick programming note, if you're watching right now, we got a case. We'll have premieres today at 5 o'clock and 6:30 Eastern time over on the main channel, Credence and Mikey. We'll have premieres coming at 3 p.m. today, which is like 2 hours from now, of absolute you've got to see. I'm telling you, this is a courtroom we don't never go to. And this judge is telling this lady she needs to get on birth control. Like she is beating her over the head with, you need to quit having babies and get, like, even tell her what kind of birth control she should maybe get. So you want to see that at 3 p.m. Eastern today on Credence Mikey, and at 5:30, the latest and greatest of a very sexually charged old folks home hearing that come through Judge Cedric Simpson.
But
just a few minutes ago.
Cedric Simpson is not at the Villages in Florida.
No, but these old people, man, they gonna get it on, and when they do, feelings get hurt.
Vans are rocking. Don't bother knocking. Alex, 4 months a member. We're supposed to be able to see these by now, and damn StreamYard.
Oh well, what do you expect?
Huh. All right, let's do it.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, fine. We can hear you fine.
Go ahead.
Hear you. Thank you for your patience. Believe it or not, we have a couple of cases to still handle even after we finish handling yours. So here we are.
Biggest and best.
Ma'am, we are gonna begin with your hearing. The way this will work, it's your case and burden of proof, which means you go first. We'll hear testimony as you wish to present it. The other side will have the opportunity to suggest questions. If they have questions, they'll have a choice to testify or remain silent. This is an especially important advisement for people that are charged with crimes. The things that are said in this hearing are being recorded. They can be used in other proceedings. I said it once and I'll say it again. Most people choose to remain silent if they're charged with a crime. But if these hearings go forward and you testify, you're also subject to questioning. So, and that's especially true in circumstances where there are charges related to the parties involved, because the odds are that even if you're released on bond in the future, you'll have a condition of probation, parole, bail, or bond that still tells you to stay away from the person who's on the other side of this case, which here is Miss Kane.
Mikey's
the respondent has voiced an intention to go forward, and so that is what we will do. Position 7 on the calendar, 23 PO 5752. Ma'am, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear all the statements you make today will be the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. You filed against Mr. Woods, and he was a DeKalb County resident at the last of your knowledge. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now he's a resident.
All right. You said you two were previously living together. When was the last time you two lived together?
in September of 2022.
Okay. Were you two ever married or did you have children together?
No.
All right.
Thank God.
And in your petition, you outlined a number of incidents that, or I guess a number of acts that took place around June 4th and 5th that resulted in Mr. Woods being arrested. Walk me through what happened.
On June the 4th, I went to the Chevron that's located at South Deshaun and I believe it's South Stone Mountain Street. And when I pulled in, I went in, I got out my car, I went in the store. And then as I proceeded to pull off, I was talking to another party and Mr. Woods walked up to my vehicle. He stood at my vehicle for a minute. He got mad that I was talking to the other person and he proceeded to break my side mirror by my driver's side, the rear view mirror. He broke that with his hand. Once he broke my mirror, I circled around the parking lot. I'm trying to leave out and I'm still giving the other party my number. And he proceeds to kick my passenger side door on the door handle, which that door does not open anymore, causing all this damage to my vehicle. I left from that location. I contacted the DeKalb County Police and I waited for about 2 hours at Lithonia High School. A police officer.
Jean, by the way, thank you. She added this on to granddaughter who, as of this Thursday, will be gone 7 years now. She's only 8 weeks old. Jane, thank you.
Oh my God.
Of her. Appreciate that. Broke the mirror. How many mirrors have you broken, Mikey?
Oh man, if I could, none. As a matter of fact, especially ones on cars. I don't typically go up and punch people's mirrors and whatnot. You know, I might get mad if you're parked too close, and as I'm trying to get out, I push your mirror back, so it's just out of the way. But I mean, she seems pretty convincing so far. I mean, she is a service member, so we appreciate her and her service. I don't know what branch of armed services she's in, but I do see she's wearing camouflage.
That's true. Yeah, she is. Good point. I was wondering where you were going with that because I don't remember her mentioning that. I do have to say this. It's a little bit skewed when we're doing this, and the person that they're going against is already in jail.
Are you judging? Are you judging books by covers, Creed?
Immediately, I haven't heard it really anything other than a mirror being broken. That's it. But I don't know. Anyways, jump back into it.
Officer never responded. I tried to go to the police station that's near me and it was closed. So when I contacted the dispatch back, they told me that I could call in and do a report that way. So he had continued to call me that day and I told him
no COVID.
The Chevron is open 24/7.
Yes.
But the police department closed. Once the sun goes down, they're done. I mean, he also kicked the car, Creed, sustaining serious damage to the vehicle. Very expensive.
Is there a note on the police station when you walk up their clothes? Just go to the Chevron. They might be able to help you.
Yeah. Chevron next door.
He was making threats that he was going to do something to me. He was going to kill me. He was going to kill me in front of my kid. He was going to kill my baby father. He'll kill my aunt. He went to my aunt's home and told my aunt that I cut him from the injury that he had from smashing my mirror. So
how do you spell aunt?
Aunt. C. Oh no.
Once he did that, I decided not to go home that night. I went to a hotel room that is miles away from where I stay. I proceeded to leave the hotel room about probably 2:30 in the morning. I went to the store to get a lighter. As I'm leaving out of the parking lot of the hotel, I was
sitting in my hotel and I was like, damn, it's 2:30 in the morning. I need a lighter.
I need a lighter now. So we're to understand after, he's gone to the aunt's house and said, look, she cut me allegedly. Now we're saying that came from him attacking the mirror. I don't know what the mirror did to him, but here's the other thing. She said that she was so scared to go home. She had to take up residence in a hotel far, far away from where she actually lives. And of course, all of us know you get that craving for a lighter at 2:30. You got to get and go find one.
And let's be honest. Was it really a hotel?
Yeah. The kind that the doors open to your car.
Yes.
His vehicle. So once I see the vehicle, I'm like, is that him? And once I see it's him, I just pull off. I went through the first light. The second light, I stopped at because now I'm on a bridge that has oncoming traffic that's coming off of the highway. He stands
got a
as
sweet
I'm sitting on
jump.
the bridge. He proceeds to ram my vehicle on my passengers, on my driver's side, the
Oh,
back
damn.
end of my vehicle, knocking my entire bumper off. Once he hit my vehicle, I just pulled off. I
Mirror
pulled into that Chevron that's
bumper.
located right to the right of the Highway 285 at Covington Highway exit. I pulled in that Chevron. He follows me in there. So I turn out of there and I just proceed to go up Covington Highway. The entire time I'm on the phone with dispatch, letting them know my location. The lady is asking me for a set location, but I'm telling her I can't because I'm trying to get away from him because he's still following me. Once I got to South Harrison and I didn't see headlights, I turned down South Harrison and I pulled into a subdivision and I contacted and I was still on the phone with the Cap County Police.
They were
Okay.
closed.
All right, so 911 still open. Good.
Yes, you did call. All right, that's good.
So we start at a Chevron.
Yes.
We end up now back at another Chevron that we're trying to, ditch them in the parking lot. I
I'm
don't know
pretty
why we turned
loyal.
in there.
I'm pretty loyal to gas stations too, so I get it. I understand.
He has been able to track her down, Creed, far away from where she lives. She comes out the hotel. There he is, menacingly looking across the way,
Yes.
mumbling under his breath, letting her know that, she don't want to mess with him.
If you make me come over there, you'll be sorry.
I'll be sorry.
So now he's made chase. Just like in a movie, he's ramming her from behind over and over. I'm guessing he's trying to run her off the road. Not sure.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
But she is on the phone with the police, so that's a plus. That goes in the right direction. We're calling the law now. What's the law going to do?
At that time, I was able to give her two intersecting streets that I had stopped at. The police eventually came out. It took them about 15 minutes to find me. They came out there. I gave them my report, and that was it. But he had done caused all this damage to my vehicle throughout the entire day.
All right, what was the estimated time period that he was following you from start to finish?
The first incident occurred, I feel, probably around 7:30. I'm thinking because I had went to dinner with my family and I didn't leave with them until about 6:37. So the first incident occurred at 7. I had left then and went to a hotel. At 2:30 a.m. is when I seen him. He had came and found me at the hotel. I don't know how he knew where I was, but he came and found me at the hotel room.
Tracker.
And followed me as I proceeded to pull out of the hotel.
Trackers are cheap nowadays.
So the whole incident occurred starting from 7 until about 2:33 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, sidetrack. We just said Jim Tracker getting blasted pretty bad on social media because of no, not like Dave Tripp. Because of they rented out a movie theater to go see the new Barbie movie, and I guess played it off like it's a very normal thing for everybody to do. And a bunch of people are like, "Yeah, well, it's only $100 in my town." Yeah, you live in a tiny town. We're in Orlando. It is not. It's not $100 to go and rent out a movie theater in Orlando for a brand new movie. I promise you. Apparently, they played it off like this is a very normal thing that people do day in and day out. Just go watch a brand new movie for $100.
I mean,
all by yourself.
You could take everybody with you and be cheap as hell. You buy it out and then sell tickets to your friends, $1 a head.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm guessing it's over to Disney Springs because that's usually where they go to movies.
Oh yeah, that's progress, baby.
I'd say so. Right now, your own damn movie theater. Go watch Barbie with you and your kids.
By the way, he's tracked her. You're thinking maybe he's used a tracking device. I'm thinking this man's part Native American. He's picking up the glass. He's sniffing it. He's like, he's on a tracker.
He could be. He's out just riding around looking for her at 2:30 in the morning.
All right, sir, do you have any questions for this witness?
Currently on 2 bonds, that's considered orders against.
Huh?
You say for work.
What?
The aggressor, so that's considered orders against, right? Got on bonds, 2 bonds, aggravated assault, they doing my job, right?
Huh?
Aggravated assault. I'm doing my job. I can't hear a word that he's saying. Hopefully, the judge.
Do you think judge is going to translate?
Once again, the communication process is broken down.
I'm having a little bit of trouble understanding you. So the microphone is kind of behind you and in the ceiling. I'm sorry about that, but
Yeah, stay away. I have you are to stay away or to stay away from me. For aggravated assault and for coming to my job and hitting me with your car.
What?
Are you not? Are you? Don't you have
Are you asking if she has stay away orders telling her to stay away from you?
Yes. Yeah, she has 2 stay away orders.
Okay, well, let me ask her that question. Ma'am, are you under any court order to stay away from him?
Yes, and he's also under one to stay away from me. But you following me has nothing to do with a stay away order from me. You followed me.
So where?
So she's
Pulled up at the sheriff.
she's gone to his work and hit him with her car, and he had stay away orders against her. But here we are with him locked up.
Well, didn't see that part coming, and she's kind of smiling about it, like I can't believe you just called me out for doing that.
How dare you bring that up, you a-hole?
I was doing so good until you had to bring that up. Thank God the judge can't hear a damn word you're saying.
She pulled up.
Hang on, sir. So
That's a public store.
Jesus, people. Let's. Where are we? We are rolling. This is a lot of energy for 6:30 p.m. So.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot for Judge Dude. Jesus, people.
I think that night he got done around 8:00.
That's a long ass day.
Yeah, it was a long day of recording too.
I get it, but I like that. I like it. We spend a lot of time with Judge Dude. We give him a lot of crap, but I'm telling you, I would absolutely hang out with this dude in a heartbeat.
Oh, 100%.
All right. Ms. Kane, I have follow-up questions I need to ask you. Sometimes I just have to take the wheel. So you were charged with aggravated assault against him. Did I pick up that correctly?
Yes, in January of 2023.
Okay, and you were given a bond that told you to have no contact with him.
We both were. He was arrested that same day because he had came to my house on January the 11th, and he has charges from that. He had a warrant put out on him from him coming to my home on January the 11th. So on the 25th, when he stole my phone out of my home, and I went to retrieve my phone from him, and I did have a weapon, and that was when the stay away order was put in place for both of us. Not
so
just
both
me.
of you were arrested for separate incidents-ish, separate-ish in January, and each of you were given a no contact. Is that your testimony, Ms. Kane?
Yeah,
correct.
Number 2.
Correct.
So that changes things a little bit, right?
A lot, I would think. I mean, all right, so we again back to the Chevron. This all started at the Chevron.
He mentioned the Chevron.
Yeah, it makes you think now, who was the instigator at the Chevron?
Right.
She wasn't supposed to be around him. Maybe he was like, hey, you need to get away from here. You're not even supposed to be here.
But she has a great excuse, though. It's 2:30 in the morning. She needed a lighter.
That later, yeah. Later on, it was 2:30. She was there to get a cigarette lighter, but this was earlier in the evening.
That's right. Amy, thank you $2 for your late fee. Appreciate it.
Let's not confuse the Chevron incidents.
That's right.
There's 2 of them.
There's too many Chevron incidents.
But when you both have one against each other, you're supposed to take off running in different directions.
We've talked about that before. Like, what happens if you just run into each other at a store? How do you? I mean,
who's supposed to get out? It's very confusing. But at the same time, I'm just really intrigued.
Judge Dude's probably on his 12th hour of work.
In December.
Correct.
She came to my job in December. She had a stay away order from that in December.
And caboose.
Okay, so he's asking and there was a second time you were arrested prior to that.
The stay away order
right?
is for me to stay away. He thinks that a stay away order means that I stay away from him, but he's still allowed to come to my home. That's not how that works. Stop coming to my home. If I stay away from you, he has no home for me to come to.
I mean, she makes a point, no?
If I have one against Creed, it's Creed's job to stay away from me. It's not my job to stay away from Creed.
Yeah, the petitioner. Well, yeah, I mean, we learned that with the one with the neighbor that was walking the dog. Remember, the neighbor was supposed to go and do something because the other neighbor was walking up on the neighbor.
Yeah. So it really, she just really got that wrong. Really, if he has one against her, it's her job to stay away from him. I know she just said he don't have a house. I don't know why that has to do with anything, but okay. Stay away from the homeless.
That's right. Well, I'm glad we got you hooked. That's the whole point.
Oh, thank you.
comes to my home and harasses me, and then when I respond or I react to the harassment, then
All right,
I have
we've
to
got
stay
the
away
dial
from him.
turned like all the way past 10 up to about 12. This
Crank
isn't
it up.
These
I
hearings
know
are always
that's why I need the order for him to stay away.
By the way, if I was a petitioner, I'm pretty sure that I would have mentioned that because you know that he's going to say something the minute that he
right, you've already looking like you're trying to be sneaky or dishonest about something by not bringing up. Look,
right
again, they both have one against each other. Is that what we're to understand?
Oh my god,
just not getting it.
Darn. She also has a pride when she came to my
Just
job.
No. This is a time for you to ask questions.
Oh, let me ask you,
I don't. Sometimes I don't know why I bother laying out how the hearing's supposed to go because it's clearly not being heard.
Judge, I agree. She don't know how to listen.
The order that we were,
and I mean, the first big rule that was broken is when they're yelling at each other back and forth.
Yeah, they start yelling at one another.
Right.
It's a public place. Again, she's over here saying something. Judge is like, telling her to be quiet. And
He
comes in with, yeah, Judge, she just don't know how to listen. She's got a big mouth.
We're going to move through in this hearing to try to have some semblance of order to it. And we get a situation where everybody is cranking the volume up, talking over me, wanting to go through whatever else they want to. When you're asked a question, you need to answer the question. I know that you might not. There's a part of doing this job, whether you knew it or not, you became lawyers right before this hearing started. And part of that doing the job and doing it well, which you two both seem to understand, is asking questions that might not say something that's harmful to the other party, but they imply it or they help people draw conclusions about it later. So, Ms. Kane, I understand that you're alleging that he's doing a whole bunch of things in violation of his orders. He still gets to ask you. He still gets to ask you about what court orders you're subject to or incidents where you might have been arrested, because one of the things I have to determine in all of this is who the predominant aggressor is. And so that is a fact-finding mission, a sifting of sorts, where we go through everything that we have and we figure that out. But we're going to do it with inside voices, and we're going to do it calmly and in as efficient a way as we can, because we've been doing this since 9 o'clock. And I still have 2 sets of people to talk to when I finish with y'all today. And I'm trying to be, I have some people here today who have given me their whole day. I have some people who have only been with us since 4 o'clock. And I feel for the 2 people who have given us their whole day, because it has been the whole day. But we have been handling cases nonstop since 9 o'clock. And we still have not been able to assist everybody. So, Mr. Woods, your last question established that there were court orders from January and December where she was given instructions and charges. She's also testified about the court orders that you were given as part of all of that. What is your next question for her?
Received the court order after when I got arrested. When she got bonded out, I said this is retaliation from being locked in December. Not saying
okay, so this is your argument is that these are retaliatory.
Yeah,
so
I made a statement in when she got a bond here, because when she turned herself in December from the other charge, then she got aggravated. So after that, I have witnesses. I also submitted video camera footage to the clerk of court online, to the clerk of court video of when she violated the order, when she came and told me her child. And I'm walking back from the first chevron. She came early that morning and hit me. So do you know?
Hang on. We're hitting the brakes now. This is part of the order of the hearing and how we need to conduct it. This is question time. Statement time is later. Are there more questions?
Yes, there's a lot of questions. All right. So when you pull up to the chevron, you hit the defendant with the car.
Say that again for me, please.
So when you pulled up to the chevron, well, I was already there. Did you hit the defendant with the car?
No.
So at 2038 South Mountain, I told you there's cameras at that store, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you did not hit the defendant 3 times with the car?
No.
So did the defendant block you in? And you
he's insinuating he might actually have some proof.
Yeah, like he's got camera footage from the Chevron. Again, everything around the Chevron here. I know some people like hang out at gas stations all the time, like they're constantly there. I mean, they're always going to the same gas station over and over, doing business, and everybody knows them and sees them there all the time. There's pulling up, and they have your stuff ready for you when you walk to the counter. How many things of ecstasy do I need?
I clicked the wrong blue one. Jim, thank you. And by the way, just very quickly, we're not 100% sure why he's in jail, right? They haven't said.
Yeah, no clue if this is anything to do with this case,
right?
But he seems to think everything that's going on with her allegations and stuff are all retribution. Retribution.
I say retribution.
No.
Okay, see, this is starting to get so. You need to ask the full question. You need to stop. Ms. Kane, you need to answer the question once and only once. Mr. Woods, you're probably not going to like the answer. That's why you two are having this hearing in the first place. But whatever her answer is her answer. And if you want to ask the next question, you can ask a next question. But what you can't do is ask the same question. So she has said no in response to your question. What's your next?
Did you come to the defendant's job and damage his vehicle?
No.
Are you currently out on bond for doing that at the defendant's job?
That didn't happen in December.
Or what did it happen last year? Are you currently out on bond on it? You turned yourself in December, right?
I allegedly did something. I don't know what was said. I wasn't there when the police got there, so I don't know that statement.
Did you come to
I too have allegedly did something one time, just so you know.
Okay, so
one
she's
time.
out on bail right now
for
going to his work and allegedly doing something which she got arrested for.
Yeah, which may or may not have been doing a couple of nudges to a car.
I like that. Damn cat here. Oh, peyote! I'm looking to do some of that DMT, by the way. If anybody's got any of that, I want to go to other planets and see other dimensions and just go like Megaluya.
None of that ayahuasca stuff or whatever it's called.
No. I want the stuff where they take the frog and rubs the frog against the glass and then you scrape the glass. Yeah, that thing. Thank you, Kat. I like that she said in December and she like played it off on a technicality. No, it didn't. No. And then she said, "Oh, that didn't happen in December."
It's not looking good at all at this moment.
To defend his job, international paper, offense in job. Offense in job. Did you come and damage his car?
No.
So you didn't write "ho" and bitch on his car?
No.
Are you currently out on bond for those charges?
Allegedly.
There's no allegedly about being out on bond. That's not a legal conclusion. That's a material fact.
He's asking me the same question over again in just a different way.
You're not answering it though. You can't just say that that's alleged. He's right, obviously, judge is, but my God.
You got to give us an answer here. I'm just saying the DMT. I've heard a lot about it. Joe Rogan's got me interested in it.
Oh man, yeah. This is not. This is really falling apart for her.
Again, she's played the victim in the very first 7 minutes of this case. She played the victim real hard.
No,
and now we're finding out she's doing crazy stuff.
Allegedly, all allegedly.
I've already answered him.
Yeah, but when you smirk when you say it, you can understand why he might feel the impulse to ask that question again. You agree that you were arrested? Yeah, that's not. When it's not responsive, it's not really an answer. So you are out on bond for allegedly damaging his vehicle. That's how we put that whole sentence together. There we go.
Correct.
All right. We're all in agreement about that. She denies it. We all agree she was arrested for it. There's a court process to figure out whether she did it or not, and that will happen at a future date. She denies it. What's your next question?
International paper, does that surveillance, 24-hour surveillance?
Huh?
I didn't hear that question.
I heard
Neither did
something about surveillance. Can you repeat that for me,
It
please?
has 24-hour surveillance. It has surveillance on this news.
Your Honor, I can't hear what he's saying.
The international paper and the Chevron that you hit me at has surveillance cameras.
What about it? Are you asking me, do I know that? I don't get what's the question?
Is there surveillance at the spot that you call the?
I don't know. I don't know.
Does she work there?
No, I work there. Into my job.
At the paper factory.
Okay, then you can talk about that when it's your turn. But
Also
that's
known as
not-
paper mill.
I mean,
Something I would know.
maybe, probably, who knows?
I also submitted evidence to the clerk of court with the videos of her popping up on me, them coming into my car. I also have video from the Chevron too, when she alleged that she parked when she pulled up and hit me 3 times. Let me ask you another question.
So he does
So-
have the Chevron footage.
So did you come to the first Chevron with the liquor store at in pop up on-
I thought he was just playing. Like I'm kind of impressed that he's got
Okay,
it.
so he allegedly is telling us he's also got footage from his work where
Well,
she came to
sure
his
is.
work and did all the stuff to which would make paper, company look good, having security and whatnot. But
Well, he did get charges pressed against her, so
it must be something. There's got to be a video of her doing it if that's the case. Got to be.
I would love to see it.
on to defend it again. Early that morning at 7 o'clock.
No.
Did you ever pop up at a Chevron with your child in the car? And the man tried to get your child out the car. He threw my stuff out the back seat.
What are you? Oh my God.
Did you
Just answer the question. If the answer is no, the answer is no to you. But whatever truthful answer you have to give.
No.
Did you know there's video evidence of you popping up at that Chevron with your child?
No.
She just heard you.
She has no way to know what video evidence there. She has no way to know there's video evidence. That might be true that there's video evidence, but she has. So you
I
have
like how he's working it in just a little bit until it comes to reality that there may actually be some video evidence.
Oh my gosh. Oh, did they like it? Oh, okay. You said keep sending enough of these, we might be able to afford to go to Peru.
I think I got a plane trip already paid for there. I don't know where Peru is.
A boat ride, maybe, but that's about it. Bottom of a boat.
God, thank you for that.
Wildcat, and for you.
Can't you interrupt anytime you'd like?
Take your time.
a chance to make your case if we have things in a usable format. So do you have other questions for this witness that are going to help us?
Yeah, Your Honor, so have you ever held Jason in the bathroom with knives?
What?
Bathroom knives? What? Is that
Sitting
what
in the bathroom with a knife. Okay. I mean, all right.
Ever held him in the bathroom with a knife, I think was the question.
Yes.
Have you ever said, because when the defendant called you ugly because she called somebody ugly, and you said, hey, have you ever called the police and said, he's in my face right now when he's in the living room? There's video footage.
No.
There's video footage of that.
He denies that. What's your next question?
All right. So the night that you called the cops 3 times and walked out, did you and walked out, try to kill yourself, and the cops came that morning?
What?
It's on your ring camera. Remember, you got your ring camera, right? So, all right.
Try to kill? Did you just say try to kill myself?
Yes, you did. Walked out there naked.
Oh, I said naked?
What are you talking about? Your Honor, this cannot be.
All right, listen.
She did just admit to being in a bathroom with knives or whatever, right?
Yeah, had a knife.
Okay.
Like a knife in the bathroom. At first, I thought she had him in the bathroom with a knife. Like, don't you get off that shitter. But I'm guessing now we're saying she was in the bathroom with a knife.
So far, it seems like almost every single thing that he's thrown out, no matter how outlandish it may sound the first time, actually has come true. So we'll see about that, right? I mean,
I have no idea what he's talking about trying to kill me. I've never tried to kill myself.
Hey,
This is a verification. I tested the semantic case, a petition of buck-out case, back court set form petition, temporary protective order, and truth to correct. I should present driver license. So she basically lied. She basically lied because she didn't think that she's out on bond for 2 stairway orders not to come around. When she pulled up at the sheriff, she hit me. And my friend said, we used to, and my friend, and it's a camera. This is her thing. She came to my job. Oh, do you currently have, Samantha, do you currently have text messages? Do you ever tell this civilian, if you don't come fuck me, I'm gonna come to your job?
do you say if you don't come F me? Is that what he just said?
Confront me.
Okay. I thought come F me then.
Confront me. I'm gonna come to your job.
Okay.
Or I mean, I wish people make more threats like that at me, but you know, to each their own. Again,
yes.
all this seems he's saying all this stems from this Chevron attack earlier in the day. It's all connected.
What a case.
Never happened.
Never ever.
Did you create a fake number to contact the defendant?
No.
So you didn't send the defendant. Did you ever send the defendant pictures on the board?
Your Honor, why is this even being allowed? I plead the fifth. I'm done. I'm not doing this. I'm done. I'm not going to argue with nobody in jail. This is crazy.
On the board saying that that bad bitch don't look ugly now from a fake number.
What?
Did you
Fifth
not?
Amendment question.
What? What did he just say? What did he just say?
Pictures on the board.
Your Honor, why is this even being allowed? I plead the fifth. I'm done.
Playing
I'm
it
done.
together.
I'm not doing this.
Thanks, guys.
I'm done.
Good job.
I'm not going to argue with nobody in jail. This is crazy.
Pictures on the board saying that that bad bitch don't look ugly now from a fake number. Did you
Fifth
not?
Amendment questions and your privileges against self-incrimination attach on a question-by-question basis and must be asserted on a question-by-question basis. He can ask you the things he needs to ask, and if you're concerned about implicating yourself in a criminal
I'm
proceeding,
not concerned about that. This is harassment, and he's been allowed to harass me. None of this has anything to do with a TPO. I want him to stay away from me. Simple as that.
well, that legal conclusion that you've drawn notwithstanding, the reality of the situation is that I'm required to determine who the...
I'm not answering any more questions at this time.
All right.
This is another bad move for her too.
Ow.
Again, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
Is she just accused the judge of allowing him to harass her during this hearing? Correct. Okay.
Yeah,
so she can make all the accusations that she wants, but he can't make any back, is what she's saying. Okay. I mean, her years of service, make me, hesitant to say this, but I'm having a hard time believing her right this minute.
So he says about what bad bitch, I believe it was.
This bad bitch ugly now.
The petitioner has rested. Mr. Woods, what would you like to briefly tell us?
Some tells me, by the way, she ain't done, but we'll
She rested.
Yeah.
I've been harassed. The woman has raped me. Gaining myself. If you don't
What?
come to my job, I'm gonna come to your job. I'm a
Did she
grown
say
man that has still dealt with this.
Did he just say she R-worded him?
No, did he? I mean, I can hear him, but I can't hear him that great.
I'm sorry.
I've been harassed. The woman has raped me.
Yeah, he
Gaining
did.
myself. If you don't come,
Yes, it's cool.
That's what he said. That's what he said. Okay.
Listen, you're winning. Let's just. I think you're winning, anyways. Allegedly, it's just.
I mean, maybe she's using some of those, like pressure points she learned in the military against them.
Whew.
Accusation.
Yeah. This one is wild.
to my job. If you don't come fuck, I'm gonna come to your job. I'm a grown man that has still dealt with this. I mean, I don't think no person should be able to do that. You know what I mean? She used the fact that I'm afraid to go to jail. If I say one thing wrong with her, I get kicked out. And I feel that
it makes a point. It could have been that.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
She braked me. Is that even a word?
Well, I not really. Show enough is though.
A man's right against woman violence. I left this woman alone. I'm in a current relationship. I've been with a year, and this woman continued to harass. But I'm at the Chevron till every day she popped up on me and hit me with a car. I had video footage of her when she saw my daughter. I had video footage of her popping up on me at the Chevron. I sent it to your link on to the fucking court on the thing. My girlfriend sent it to this link. I have video footage of her with the knife when she had me in prison in the back and wouldn't let me leave out the bathroom. That's false imprisonment. I'm like,
So she did have him in the bathroom without the knife.
Like, I would like for this to be dismissed, and I would like to use this evidence in court for her when I go to court for my case. Because no means no. I mean, I don't. She knows I have a new girlfriend. She knows her name because she looked happy. She looked her up. I still want to ask a question, but she said it's fit.
Very quick. Where are we at here?
No means no, Creed.
No, I want you to keep an eye on the computer screen and look what this dude.
She knows I have a new girlfriend. She knows her name because she looked happy. She looked her up. I still want to ask a question, but she said it's fit. But I would like for this to be dismissed. She should be locked up for aggravated stalking. When she tried to stab me, she's already out. She already had a stay away order, a court order, stay away order. She had a court stay away order for the first time when she turns up in December. And we got locked up in January. When she got aggravated assault, she didn't lock aggravated stalking and aggravated assault. And I want to be locked up right now. I told the judge, I said, is there any possible, because I said this is retaliation, is there any possible way in this, that you can stop her from doing this to me, from pressing any more charges on me? I'm sitting here, I got stabbed in here. I'm sitting here, because she's bitter. She's scorned. My car literally.
He's been stabbed in jail.
It goes all around.
And also, if I'm not mistaken, he basically just said he's in jail because of her, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. I say.
Around and say it's a right hope. I asked her what she was trying to say. It said she was trying to spell bitch.
All right, let me ask this: do you have a public defender in your criminal case?
God,
he has all the. Yes.
Okay, I know they don't carry over to this stuff, but I wanted to ask that question. All right, Ms. Kane, do you have questions for Mr. Woods?
Yes, I do.
All right.
When I turned myself in December and I came home, I got on Christmas Eve. Did you not show up at my home?
All right. Did you go to her house on Christmas Eve?
I thought she was done.
He came on Christmas Day. I got on Christmas Eve. He came to my home on Christmas Day.
Did you go around Christmas, sir?
Christmas Day, and I called the police on you. Did you not come to my home on Christmas?
All right, we can only do one question at a time, and every time something comes up, we add something else to it. So, did you go to her house on Christmas? We'll start there, Mr. Woods.
Honestly,
I'm shopping for watches now. By the way, I can't look away. I'm waiting for him to get to the belt buckles.
He's getting a tag.
I do not. It's so far back. But I know I did go to her house.
All right, your answer is I don't recall. Do you recall the police being called on you around Christmas or New Year's?
No, I don't recall that.
Okay.
Honestly, Your Honor, when I called the police on her for the aggravated assault, I didn't even know I had a warrant. I didn't know I had a warrant. So I wouldn't call the police if I had a warrant. You know what I mean? That's honestly, Your Honor, I didn't know. I didn't know the police called on me. So that's the truth. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But she's the one that Friday called me over there.
All right, what's your next question, Ms. Kane?
Now I just said, wait a minute. He said that he doesn't remember, but then the last thing he just said is she's the one that
called me over there.
So
again, his credibility is suspect at best.
Did he not show up on? Did his current girlfriend not send me a message harassing me on Facebook?
Do you have any knowledge about your girlfriend sending messages to Miss Kane?
On the Facebook.
I could make sense that you wouldn't necessarily know that. We have a shrug. What's your next question?
Shrug it off.
Do he not continue to contact me on any occasion?
Great line of questioning, by the way.
You create a fake line to contact me. No, I do not. I tell you, I don't want you.
I have one. Did you not change your phone number? Was your phone number not changed?
To get away from you, yes.
So how did I retrieve your new number if you didn't contact me? How did I have your new information?
Oh, when I bonded out of jail. So it's on the thing.
What?
On the paper, like I got your number right here. On this paper. Number's
Uh-uh.
right here. My new, it's right on this paper.
Look at her laughing.
All right, what's
Did
your
you
next
not
question, Miss Tam?
contact my job and get me fired on March the 31st?
Hi, Bob.
Shit. Bob. Sorry, Bob.
Did you not send an email to my job and get me fired on March the 31st, 2023?
Yes,
How do you do
video
that?
of you trying to stab me. I sent the video of you trying to stab me.
For what reason? If you weren't in contact with me, for what reason?
You work for the CDK, the school should be around kids acting like that.
So why didn't you send it in January when it happened? Why did it take you until March the 31st to send that information?
It doesn't matter when he sent it. He admitted to doing it. What's your next question?
Wow.
Did he not continue to contact me after March the 31st, after me ignoring him for 2 months with no response? Did he not continue to contact me?
All right. Did you have contact with her after that?
Oh, we had contact after that. She
No, not we. Did you not continue to text and call my phone after March the 31st and me not responding?
It's on a bad day.
You contacted me. Kept contacting me. I miss you. I have voice messages from you.
I miss you. I love
3-minute voice to me. You talking about killing me. I love you so much. You see how our voice is? 3 minutes of unknown. Your name is never answered in my phone. You contacted me.
Oh, baby.
You got mad when I moved on. I left you. I did the right thing. You keep stopping. You created a new number. You lied. Committed perjury by lying.
All right.
Of you.
I'm done, Your Honor. I have no more questions.
Great.
Thank
Leave
you,
me
Sonny
alone.
Cochran.
I want to be around you.
All right. Here's the deal. So these cases, the burden of proof is more likely than not. There are a number of questions that I have to answer, different ones. It's not just whether acts have been committed, but it's determining on a more holistic level or a broader, bird's eye view.
I love you so much.
Who the predominant aggressor is in the situation and what the ongoing risks are. And this is a somewhat unusual case because the defendant is in custody. He's dealing with probation and he's dealing with pending charges.
Ooh.
But at the crux of it is this. In the short run, Mr. Woods, what you're here for today, no matter what I rule, does not directly impact any of the other stuff that keeps you in jail. Does that make sense? This is a civil proceeding. It doesn't dismiss charges. It doesn't address bonds or bond conditions or probation conditions or anything else.
Have him
Whether
a
that
whole new
goes
outfit.
good for you or whether that goes bad for you. Doesn't change. What that means is that you will continue to be held indefinitely until all of those matters are resolved. I don't have any information to give you about that. It's just not something I can get hands on, no matter how hard I try. What it does mean is I know where you're going to be for a while. And that's right where you are right now. So in that period of time, the risk factor is low. If the charges against you carry on, which they often do, the standard of proof is low in the preliminary criminal stages, and you're given a bond and you're given a release, it almost always comes with a no contact provision that by and large does the same things that these TPOs do anyway. No, just hold tight for now. But what it boils down to is this. Mr. Woods, the burden of proof in this case is not on you. And in trying to unpack the entirety, the sum total of this situation, we ran into a number of roadblocks over the course of this hearing that leave me incapable of making a determination I need to make about the entirety of the dynamics here. Without knowing that I did it, I warned everybody at the outset of this hearing about their rights and the risks that they run of things being used in other settings. Those rights have been appropriately exercised in protection of everybody's best interests at certain points in this proceeding, and that's fine. But where it leaves me for this protective order is that I'm not comfortable making a determination about what I should be doing. And the law says, to borrow from baseball, that the tie in that case goes to the runner. I'm not going to extend the protective order, but Mr. Woods, what I would expect is if the charges against you remain, then you would end up still with a no contact bond if and when you're given any kind of bond at all. And so this will go in the record as a dismissal without prejudice. In addition to that, each of you has made it abundantly clear to me that you have no interest in having contact from the other. So each of you should be aware that if there are any other court orders besides this one right here, they remain in effect, and any violations of those orders constitute at least a misdemeanor and maybe a felony, depending on the nature of it. So,
He's talking to you, ma'am.
that is the order of the court for today. Ma'am, we're going to place you in the waiting room, and you're free to log off.
So,
sir.
I'm guessing that he basically is up against some pretty big charges. So it doesn't really matter.
Seems like violation of some sort of probation, which is probably the biggest. Not knowing what he was on probation for, and he violated, and with the violation, he might be looking at some big time. So really don't need a TPO for a guy that's locked up.
Right. I think I feel as if that's kind of what he's saying. Now listen, you go back to the beginning of this, and boy, I didn't expect it to be playing out the way that it did. By the way, right where I stopped it, now he's shopping for dresses. So
a little something for him, a little something from his lady
or himself. You never know.
You never know. And that's fine too. To each their own.
That's right.
I didn't expect it the way it started out that it was going to turn into this. It was a slow burn at first, and then boom, just the floodgates opened. It went crazy, absolutely insane.
Listen, we make jokes about two people that need to stay away. Yeah, no, these people really do. That's
thank God they didn't have children, Creed.
Whew.
Oh God, thank God.
Yeah, her whole story really came crumbling down all of a sudden when we find out that she was arrested.
I like that she didn't think her bad behavior was going to be unpacked during this, and it really set her off.
Going to this, that's why I was saying, like, that's why I would have said that, like, right off the bat. I don't know how you can go into something like this and say, he ain't gonna say nothing. He's in jail. He don't care.
Judge won't listen to him. He's locked up. He's obviously a criminal.
Damn, that was a good case. That was another roller coaster, and boy, Judge Dude got it right, I think.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Now, if he wasn't in jail, what would have happened?
Boy, that'd been. I still think it wouldn't. He'd have pushed it off. I think. I mean, I don't want to say he took the easy way out by saying, "Well, he's locked up," but he did take the easy way out. That was a good excuse on really not having to make a decision.
Do you think that? Do you think that dude really has the videos? And that
he said he submitted them, so I'm guessing yes.
He submitted them? Okay.
Yeah, he said that he submitted them, but Judge Dude also said, that's something for your other case too. So apparently, the other thing he's arrested on has to do with this whole Chevron incident.
Yeah, boy, Chevron. Feel free to send that check over anytime.
No doubt, man. Wow, Chevron.
We'll let you know how to do that.
Is that Chevron? Chevron?
Nope, just your rehab fund for your DMT.
I'm telling you, Christ. I mentioned one time, and I don't even consider that like a drug, is it? Me, Joe Rogan, just kicking back. We'll invite Theo Vaughn because I feel like me and him could get along good. And let's go do some DMT with Kat. Kat will come to your house next.
Thank you, Kat. My God.
Oh my God, man. But yeah, that couple definitely not couple of the year by any stretch of the imagination. Definitely should not be together.
Stay away.
Oh boy. Again, don't forget later on. It's Taco Tuesday, Creed.
Oh, Taco Tuesday.
It is Taco Tuesday. Now we got a chase. Make sure you're there for that. All kinds of really weird stuff going on. We got a chase, so you don't want to miss that. As well as, like I said, we've got several premieres happening today. So if you're over on We Got a Case, check it out there. And
my chain's a lot bigger.
Oh, it is way bigger. Mine just stands the test of time. Don't forget, over on We Got a Case, 5 p.m. Eastern and 6:30 p.m. Eastern premieres. Main channel, 3 o'clock. Do not miss this case. 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock
Eastern time. And 5:30 with Judge Simpson and the Geriatric Playboy.
Judge Dude Express, a.k.a. the Cat Express. Gene, thank you. Amy P. Flush, a Jim, a Catalunya, KH, a double Catalunya, and a triple Catalunya today.
It's called the hat trick. Right on. Thank you, Cat. Somebody said we didn't thank Cat enough, so we're gonna thank you. We love you guys. I hope you had a good time. I know we did. We go into these court cases not knowing what we're going to get, but that's all right. It's all the fun of it. We're here to have a good time. Hopefully you did as well. Once you stay safe, once you stay hard, once you stay tuned, because these top guys are doing top guys things, dude. Thank you, Erica.
So quiet.
That's what happens. Cameras cut off. Me and Creed are back to be